right, it's a nice sunny afternoon here in Plains. So we walked about no more than maybe half a mile from the town center where we're staying at the Plains Inn, Historic Inn, and we're now at the home of Jimmy and Rosalind Carter. So I'll zoom in a little bit and then you can see the house. They have several acres, so we're not going to get a really up-close view of the house. But this is where Jimmy Carter is right now. And I've read online that Rosalind is not buried in the family plot in Plains, but she's buried here. I think after Jimmy Carter passes away, they're going to turn it into a national park, and I'm guessing that we'll be able to tour the home at some point in the future. So let me just pan here. So they have several acres. I don't know how many offhand. I'm gonna guess maybe about 50. And so this is where Jimmy Carter is right now. You can kind of see that big green tree there. On the left there's a white car, on the right there's a blue car. The house is right over there. So the trees are a little overgrown. You can kind of see the roof line there, just through that bare tree. And then over here is some extra buildings that they put in. And then we'll walk there later, but there's a Secret Service entry point there. And then, so the house is just over here. Again, it's between, well, that white car there is parked right in front of the house. And the blue car is too. And then over here, beyond that tree, is a big pond. So when Jimmy Carter and Rosalind Carter, when he gave up his Navy career in 1953, when his father died, they came back to Plains. As I said, Rosalind was not happy about it, but she stayed with her husband, of course, and they moved back to Plains, and they actually stayed, I believe it was government housing. It was a small apartment right around here, and then they purchased this property and built the house on it, which I think they did in 1961, and they've been here ever since. So I'm just going to look at the information here. There's some nice photos of Jimmy Carter and Rosalind here. Nice photo. I don't know if you can see with the glare, but there's a nice photo of them here. And then, yes, it's not that big of a house. It's 3,200 square feet. Well, big for most people, but not that big for an ex-president. Originally it had 4 bedrooms. There's a pool. So here is kind of the way the compound is laid out. See, we are right here, and so that's the house. He's got a pool, and then there's the pond there, and then they call that I don't know, Andrews Gann house. So, oh, it's 12 acres. I'm reading here. I thought it was larger. So it's 12 acres, and they enjoy all kinds of activities here, or they did. And obviously they have Secret Service protection 24 hours a day. They have I see they have a tennis court there on the map. But that's a view of everything that's here. So it's 12 acres. I actually thought it was bigger. So here's another information plaque here. The things that means most to me is coming back to Plains where I belong. My home folks have never treated me like a big shot. They treat me like one of you, and that's exactly what I am. So here's a view of the house. So it's a pretty ordinary house. I mean, nothing I wouldn't call it a mansion. That's them in front. And then that's a nice picture of the house. One story. Nice. And then here's a picture of him working. I guess he does some woodworking in the house. Another picture of him there painting. So this is where he is now. He's, as I said earlier, he's 99. Jimmy Carter. He will be 100 in October 1st of this year. He will be 100. And I could be wrong, but I thought I read on the internet or saw on online that Rosalind is buried here. They got some kind of special permission to bury her here because this is not always going to be a private residence. It will be turned into a park of some kind. It's a pretty garden here, the Butterfly Trail Garden on their property. I'm guessing these plants attract butterflies. And her Butterfly Trail Foundation, I believe, is a charity that helps butterflies. And that's Jimmy Carter's driveway. I hope he's resting comfortably. Hope you enjoyed the look at Jimmy and Rosalind Carter's residence, where Jimmy Carter is still residing. Resting comfortably, I hope. All right. Thanks for joining me. We'll be seeing ya.